Hey y'all, hey, welcome. Um so I wanted to talk to you about what I've been doing today, which is process serving. Some of you have asked questions about training and certifications, and every state is different. I offer one-on-one consultation about this process, a 30 minute consultation if you wanted more information about that. The link is always in my bio about the scheduling process, and I will have a training. I've actually completed that training. I have to upload it to the Notary Wellness Mentor School for process serving. And so I'm kind of have a smirk on my face because it was an interesting process, and I started to do a ride along, but I wasn't able to complete it because the person was kind of upset. So when you work with a company, the company will send you information through UPS, DHL, or any shipping service that they have chosen to work with. And when you get it, you log on to a portal, a portal or an app, and you'll enter that you receive the documents. And once you receive the documents, they give you a time frame where you need to serve the documents. And you need to do 3 or 4 services, attempts rather. So what that means is you need to go to the house 3 or 4 times. The state will tell you, it's based on your state. So my state is only 3 times. I only need to go there 3 times. So this is my second attempt going to this particular home, and there was a no trespassing sign. And when it's a no trespassing sign, you can't go any further. You can check in with neighbors and say, hey, do you know a David Lee? I'm looking for a David Lee. I heard he lives over here. And they'll say either yes or no, and then you'll put that in your notes. This time, the first time I went, there was no one out there. The second time I went, it's a beautiful day out, so there are children outside. I see a woman with the front door open. I see activity, and I'm not exactly sure if it's the home, because it's one of those things where like the front door is on a different part of the street. And so I wasn't exactly sure if I was at the right place. So I saw a neighbor and I said, hey, am I at such and such, such and such? And they said, yeah, this is it. And then I'm looking and I'm like, I feel like that's the apartment, but it says no trespassing sign, so I can't go. I'm sorry, I just got a text. So I see the lady and I have to like project my voice to get her to like pay attention to me. So I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. And she looks at me, and then I say it again, and I can tell she's hesitant. So I ask for the person that I'm looking for, and she says, she looks around, and then she says, oh, he's not available. So I said, okay, are you his wife? And she said, no, I'm his daughter. And I said, oh, okay. Are you over 18? She says, yes. And I said, well, I have some paperwork. There's no trespassing sign, so I can't come into the property. It's a multi-unit family house, though. And she says, okay. And you can tell she's like perturbed a little bit, and you can tell she just doesn't want to deal with it. And you can also tell that the person that I'm looking for is there. So in situations like this, you just stay cool, you stay friendly, and even if you have to make small talk, oh, it's such a beautiful day, I can understand why you're outside. That's perfectly fine. So at this point, she decides to walk over to me. I tell her I have some paperwork for her father, and she takes it and she says, well, what is it? And I say, I don't know. And it's true. I don't read through the documents because it's none of my business. What my business is to make sure I have the right address and that I have the person that I'm looking to serve, or someone over 18 that's living in the home. That's my duty. Anything else, none of my business. So I proceed to give her the documents, and she was like, well, I don't want it. And I said, oh, okay, well, it's up to you to take it, but there are very important papers that your father would need to receive, so you can accept this on his behalf. it won't hold you obligated. And she said, oh, okay. And then she took it. So at that point, I take the information. I said, well, can I have your first name? She gives me her first name. And I said, do you have the same last name as your father? And she said, no. She gave me her last name. And I said, thank you very much. I have to take a picture of the house just to let you know, so it's proof that I was actually at the home. Because people get a little weary when you start taking pictures of their home. And you can imagine. And then at that point, I go into my car, I go into the app, I complete a description of the person that I served, which is the daughter, and I input her name, and I take a picture of the house, and then I'm done. And so that's how it goes. It would be great to have all of your signings easy breezy like that. Serving, it usually is the case. Sometimes you will get a disgruntled individual, but just stand firm, do what you got to do. Remember, you're trying to get money. This is why we do this, and go on to the next job. So if you want to get into process serving, have no fear, find a company to work with, and just start. And once you get the first or second one off, then it will decrease any jitters if you have any, and then you'll feel good about the process. All right, so if you're thinking about it, go for it. Like, share, subscribe. Talk to you on the next go round. Peace.